boomer mobilization, which we refer to as BOOM, an acronym for Boomers Out on Mission. It just sort of grew out of a personal awareness of a couple of things. One is that many of our churches have large percentages of boomers within the congregation. Secondly, being a boomer myself and an older boomer at that, I began to notice that people that are my peer group, folks I went to high school with, college with, and various other stations in life, that largely had ignored matters of faith, perhaps for an entire lifetime, were growing more interested in what I call matters of the soul. Well, guess what? We're all getting older, and boomers are the leading demographic among seniors these days. And I can tell you from personal experience, all of us are dealing with medical and health issues. Mortality is becoming more and more evident all the time in our lives. And this sparks more interest in what's next. Is there another life? Is my soul going to live beyond my body? These kinds of things are just real. And I had a personal experience with someone that I had the opportunity to lead to Christ right before his death. And the thing that tipped the balance for him among just, let's call it general gospel sharing, had to do with the parable of the workers in the vineyard, and that idea of the workers in the 11th hour being brought into work in the vineyard and receive the same that everyone else received. And you tie that in with the thief on the cross, you kind of get the feel there that, hey, even at the very last possible moment, there is still the opportunity to receive Christ as your personal Savior. And so it occurred to me that these two parallel realities really could impact each other. One is we've got churches full of boomers. The other is we've got communities full of boomers who need to know Jesus and need to know him now. And so the idea of taking this idea of Great Commission alignment into a specific application, it sort of led to the question, well, what if we could mobilize the boomers in the church to reach their peer group out in the community? We're bringing vitality to the church. We're bringing meaning and purpose to our older congregants, while at the same time we're reaping an 11th hour harvest that I have become convinced is just waiting to be gathered. And so what we've done is we've taken our understanding of training, our understanding of Great Commission alignment, our understanding of process, and we have applied it specifically to boomers reaching boomers, and have developed a very specific training approach to enabling a church to mobilize its boomers. This is fairly new, just getting off the ground, but the early response has been very favorable, and we think we're tapping into one of those pain points that we talked about earlier, which is, what about the older folks in our church? Now, we all know and understand that the church's future demands that we reach Gen X, that we reach millennials, that we reach whoever comes next. But the present of the church provides a great opportunity to reach older folks now. So that's what BOOM is all about.
one of the things that's most attractive to me about this, um, for years I served two older congregations, and one of the questions that the older folks would always ask me is, why does God still have me on this earth?
Hmm.
I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that, and my bones ache, I have to go to the doctor, onward and onward and onward. What is the purpose of God having me on this earth? And they reflect that more of their life is behind them than is ahead. They realize they're no longer a key voice at work, church, or other places that they've once influenced.
Hmm.
They feel marginalized. And so, to create a specific initiative to fire them up and to give them that sense of purpose and that sense of, hey, there's amazing things still to occur in my life. This is the reason why I'm still alive. This is the reason why God has me here on this planet. Let's go for it. And this is something that is um, very evident in the way that we teach and the way that we train boomer mobilization.
Hmm.
I think that's fantastic because
Absolutely.
there is no generation that does not have a purpose or a calling from God on their lives within the local church, and you guys are putting the spotlight on that, and so kudos to you for that initiative. I think that's greatly needed.
So I think so many times we ask the wrong questions, and I know when we see those that are disengaged, specifically in that boomer generation, it's like if they're not connected, I think the church has struggled to know what to do and how to do that. And even the fact that it's one of the most resourced generations in history and in American history, and it's like you said, how in the world that to me it blows my mind that my parents' age and parents' generation would even think, what am I here for? And so I think where so many struggle to answer that question, I'm incredibly encouraged that you all are answering,
Yeah.
and the church needs that. I love that, and so that is boomer mobilization. One of the things I'm really excited for as well, and that we're excited to be a part of, is what y'all call the leadership ladder. Can you tell us a little bit about what that looks like for pastors and churches as well?